YouTube, this is TR Bailey. I'm coming at you with a gadget deck profile. This is Brandon Collins. He top 16'd at the March 2012 Regionals in Seattle. He was playing gadgets then, so let's see what he's got for this format.
So the deck hasn't switched up too much from last format, just with like duality at 2, and that really is about it. Like mirror force at 2 as well. I was on the bubble for top 8 at that regional, and then the wind up hybrid that was still like kind of a thought was a prevalent deck, and I got 2-0'd.
Was that the Inzektor wind up deck?
Yeah, the one that ran like the wind up loop and then the Inzektor side in.
Yeah.
But go ahead and move on. It's just the gadget stoplight to begin with, 2 of each. The people here just keep telling me to try out playing Ultimate Offering, but with it at 1, it's a really situational card now. I understand with summon, spam out guys, but I prefer it this way. It's a lot more control based, and this deck loses hella hardcore to Thunder King.
Yeah, it does. What about with Royal Oppression being at 1? Isn't it kind of more like a power card? Like you could just easily slide it in though.
Yeah, but the deck is so clogged with everything that you have to build to play around having such small guys. Because your gadgets are going to be what is going to be the primary focus of everything that you're going to do. You're going to want to drop a gadget, get a gadget to play a fortress, so you don't have to dump your other resources to get your power cards.
Alrighty.
So
is this the deck you're going to be playing at regionals?
Hopefully.
Okay.
And then it's the three gear frames, 3 fortresses, and 1 cannon. Cannon is situational, but it's really good late game if you top deck a gear frame. In top deck mode, gear frame, fortresses in the yard with a cannon. Search out cannon, get your fortress back, and just make the push. But it can also be a good play for making your creature swap plays if you just want to dump a dead gadget if you're at the end of your line with the gadget plays.
Well, a lot of gadget players are cutting that card right now. Do you agree with that, or?
I can see why they would. Cutting that card frees up space for another card. Like I cut Mind Control, I cut a 3rd MST. You could cut this for like for the 3rd MST for the X1 Ultimate Offering to try out. I really like playing cannon I wouldn't say it's a play that they don't see coming, but it's a play that kind of messes up the flow of how things would be going.
Okay. So it's a free 1-for-1 essentially. It's a reborn.
More or less. And then triple Veiler. I also heard people are starting to cut Veiler. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with cutting Veiler in just about any deck. But I mean, I have my reasons. I've always loved playing Effect Veiler since it came out, since it became such a prevalent card to play, and since we've been able to Veiler your Rescue Rabbits, Veiler your Cardies. So is
this a card that you consistently side 1 out of usually?
I would usually side 1 out. There's very few matchups that I will side out all 3 of them, but if I side out all 3 of them, there's multiple cards that I will side out with it.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up siding out like BLS or anything like that.
Have you considered cutting it down to 2?
No.
No? Okay.
The consistency factor of having 3, I would much rather play 3 Effect Veilers over playing something like 3 MSTs, because this in top deck mode could still help you, whereas a top deck MST will not help you.
Because like a gadget will still get over a tour guide that's Veilered, right? That's basically the idea. So with that, with having that at 3, you'd rather have it gives you just more dudes, and plus it with you having gadgets that you add to your hand, it doesn't hurt your hand advantage?
Not at all.
Okay.
Play Double Reaper. Triple Reaper is a little cloggy. Double Reaper gets in there really well. Holds the fort against a lot of decks. Windups have to go through their loop and get out a Papal Operative. But if you're sitting on a set Reaper and they go into that, you can still Effect Veiler the Papal Operative, and it will stay out for another turn, and then you can make your plays to get around it. It holds the fort.
Okay, yeah, a lot of players don't play that one, so that's pretty interesting.
Next is Double Trag.
One's not an ulti.
I know, right? I hate it. But Heroes, super prevalent. 4 stars in just about any deck. This helps get around Thunder King Ryo to jack it, steal it yourself, and then make a play off of it. This sets up making Shockmaster plays really well, because you get a Trigodia that has a butt, they stop their battle phase. Next turn you steal their 4-star, say it's a Thunder King Ryo, you steal their Thunder King Ryo, and then you summon your own guy, make him a 4-star, and then make Shockmaster. Or he's just really good to hold the fort as well as Spirit Reaper. because his attack fluctuates and so on and so forth.
And so does his level too, which is helpful with your XYZ summons, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
X1 Gores as a staple, and then
The big boss tech card.
favorite card in the game, BLS, except for Galaxy Stardust, but I won't play that here. But yeah,
Why not?
I wonder. Look at that fat stack.
Yeah.
But double duality as a staple. I mean,
Yeah.
it's duality. But X2 MSTs,
Yeah, I can't stand that at 3 either. I don't know why people would play it at 3. It seems real cloggy.
super cloggy.
It hurts your hand advantage too.
Yep. Double creature swap.
That's a tech card right
This
there.
with everybody having their boss monsters now, even if you were to creature swap against Girga, I would never side this out against something like Girga, because you could if they make Girga an X, you can summon your effective Veiler, because I would honestly let a Gigan X effect go off once, knowing that I could creature swap it next turn and get my own gear frame.
Yeah, I've also seen plays where players that have been known to play creature swap, you go into game 3 and someone summons an effect failure and you see someone just warning it for no reason, even if it's just a bluff.
Yep.
So
Really good, really strong card. There's no one deck that does not have its power players or its boss monsters.
so why not 3?
Too situational.
Okay, all right, that makes sense.
And I usually side out one in like rogue matchups, but if I'm playing something like Heroes, I'll side it out against Rabbit matchups, and I'll side it out against like some rogue matchups. I can't think of anyone right now, but I won't side this out against stuff like Dark Worlds or Heroes.
Habuka Moon plus that against Rabbit would be pretty good though.
Yeah. X1 Limiter. I usually
Okay.
side this out.
You put that back in your deck, huh?
Yeah, I side this out
That's
game
Hobby
2.
League.
Yeah, it's German Hobby League.
German, awesome.
I side this out game 2, and then if I'm playing a deck that I absolutely need to beat for game 3 quick, I'll side it back in. If it's going to be a quick matchup, stuff like Rabbit that's going to set up really fast, I'm going to have this backup in case they make like Dolka, make their Logia plays, so on and so forth. And then we just have the staple lineup of one-ups.
Yeah, the obvious one is the
Reborn, Book, Heavy, and Dark Hole.
Yeah, of course. If you don't play those, then there's something crazy going on with your deck, or you're playing something weird.
Yeah, going on to Double Mirror Force.
Oh,
This
you
moving
play
up to
2,
2.
okay.
This moving up to 2 is really good.
So you actually play 2. A lot of people are still not even playing the card.
Yeah, I will now take full advantage of playing Double Mirror Force.
Yeah, all the OTKs, right?
Yep.
Windups and heroes.
I hate the hero matchup against this deck because that's the only one that consistently has outs against it. But then again, Heroes is
poly.
also the only deck that has consistent outs against everything.
Yeah.
So, Double Mirror Force, Double Dimensional Prison. This is a card that I almost always side out, except against my hero matchups. Hero matchups in Dark World. I
Wait,
won't side
really?
this
You
out.
side this card out? Why do you side in for it?
When I get to the extra deck, I'll say that.
All right.
Setting out Double D Prison, Double Bottomless
Hits everything.
beats most everything.
Except gadgets. And even still good against them too. 'Cause
Double
Mark Hart-
Compulse, because this card is always going to be good as long as Zen mains as a card.
Oh my gosh, that card's so broke right now.
One Starlight Road, because Double Mirror Force, Double Torrential, Heavy, and Dark Hole
You
all
ever thought about
exist.
cutting that? I know a lot of players have cut it. I've cut them from my decks personally.
Nah, I wouldn't cut this as long as Double Torrential, Double
Okay.
Mirror Force, Dark Hole, and Heavy were all cards. And then X1 Judgment.
All right.
I don't
So you don't play warnings?
Don't play warnings.
Okay. Is it just because you have good enough traps as is?
Yeah. And I
So
mean,
let's-
this plus having little dudes is gonna set up for you to lose life rapidly.
Yeah.
And
It's true. And then you're just baiting out Trigodias and stuff.
yeah,
All right.
So-
So this is your side deck right here.
it's third MST for rogue
Okay.
matchups or stuff like Dark Worlds that play Skill Drain and their Field Spell.
So what's the point of actually siding this? Why not just not even worry about it?
Because I really hate to lose to Dark Worlds in Skill Drain. Skill Drain absolutely butt touches this deck.
This is
and
true. So
there's-
do we have Dust Tornadoes in there too then?
No, just triple, and then, but because where's he at? Because Machina Fortress is its own MST in a sense.
Yeah, sure.
So there's the destruction right there.
Yeah, also you could probably side in like trap stuns or something like that. It'd be
Yeah.
pretty versatile.
I mean, I would side out a lot of
Yeah.
stuff if I was going to side in MST or trap dust shoots or trap stuns.
Trap stuns, yeah.
But Double Snowman, just universally good. Cyber Dragon's becoming good with Girga.
I know, like, this is the best deck to play this card in. This
Yeah,
time.
and I mean, I can combo off of my own guys. And I mean, Zenmaid, or not Zenmaid, but Zenmaid's is still a card too, and it's fun to just contact fuse off that.
So is there a reason why you don't actually just tech one in the main board?
I tried it, and it was less consistent than I thought. And I would rather have this in game 2 than game 1, where someone can reborn this and then make their own Chimera.
Yeah, because you're going to win
cards.
game 1, right? So you just summon it on your first turn, you just win.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Double Thunder King, because Thunder King is Thunder King, and Thunder King's good. Double DD Crow for windups, because I hate that matchup as well.
So why not side something else? Why DD Crow for that?
I do have other cards. DD Crow is a card that I'm testing right now. This isn't the final list for my side deck. The main deck is more or less completely finished.
What's your main deck count at right now?
43.
43. You're probably gonna try to cut it down a little bit. I'm sure.
Maybe. I played the regionals with 43 cards. And I mean that worked.
It's
out
like
just
the only
fine.
deck where you can break Yu-Gi-Oh rules as gadgets.
Because this deck plus ones every turn.
Yeah.
You draw a card, you summon your guys, so you have +1 on the board, and you get one back in your hand to replenish that.
Yeah, of course.
Double Soul Taker for the hero match, and like
Rogue Chaos Dragons.
Lightsworn, as it's becoming bigger, Lightsworn is 100% going to play Light Pulsar Dragon, and going to take full advantage of even having just one Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon.
Of course.
And then I'm gonna try Siding Macro. This is another card that I would have for the wind-up match. Also for stuff like Dark Worlds and Lightsworn.
Of course, because like D-Fissure doesn't hurt that deck.
No, not at all.
Oh, you shut off my Pot of Avarice, darn it.
But that's the set deck. The set deck isn't complete. I still have room for I think 2 cards.
Okay.
So that's where I'm gonna do my
Trap Stuns.
my expansion of there. But side deck or extra deck is 1 Catastor,
Someone's taking advantage of Valor.
always. The X1 Stardust Dragon, and then the X1 Mistworm.
Too bad it's not Trick, right?
Still taking advantage of the one tuner in the deck. But
Play 3 of them, right?
main decking extra decking triple Utopia, and then the X1 Utopia Ray, because Phoenix Chain and Valor are still cards.
Of course.
1 Maestroke, because Maestroke is really good against just about everything. Keep itself alive. This will
It's a better stall card
this
in
could-
all sense, better than Utopia even.
Yeah, this could bait out, like, you could use this to your advantage, wanting to push for game, make a Maestroke, Dark Hole, keep it alive, and then attack.
Also, it can make your BLS live too, so that's pretty good.
It helped. Just about every card that I've showed, every deck card that I've showed so far in this extra deck is going to be BLS helpful, because when I can play BLS, I'm going to look for ways to play it, and this is a lot better than making something like Steel Storm Roach and wanting to let it die.
Well, Roach is so good right now.
1 Pavel Operative, 1 Gemknight Pearl, just your beater. This card, it just touches Spirit Reaper so hard.
And this Gemknight Pearl is once again because Phoenix Chain's a card.
Yep. 1 Roach, 1 Iwagishi Marigeist.
Wait, what in the world is that?
2 level 4s. When it destroys a monster by battle, you can choose to detach a material and send that card back to the deck rather than the graveyard. So it shuts off.
Oh, so it's a Lightsworn Aaron.
Yep. So it shuts off your Serene Psychic Witch plays, your Mystic Tomato plays, your Sangam plays, your Giant Rat plays.
Your plays? Okay, got it.
Yeah. It just shuts off those destroyed by battle effects. And then Big Papa Shockmaster. 1 Big Eye, because Gores, Tragodia, Machina Fortress, they're all 7 stars.
That's because you tech 2 Dark Magicians, right?
It's always.
Yeah.
Feature match gonna make this with 2 Dark Magicians. But this won me a game. The dude had made Acid Golem, and I dropped a Tragodia to keep myself alive, and I was able to copy a fortress that I had in my yard, ditch 2 dead gadgets, get back that fortress, exceed into Big Eye, steal their dude, and then attack for game.
So why don't you play any level 3 XYZ monsters? Because you do have outs. Plus you have of course you have your Tragodia and you have Snowman Eater in the side deck, and you have other level 3s in the main board, I believe.
There's only 1 card in the main deck that's a 3, and it's the Reaper.
It's a Reaper. Then you have 2 of though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to reborn someone else's level 3 just to make a level 3 exceed.
That's true.
When level 4 exceeds are just so much better.
I don't know. Levier's pretty good.
Levier's good, but
Zenmaid's is pretty broke too.
what am I gonna? The only thing that I'm gonna get of my remove from play zone is gonna be like a Valor or a Spirit Reaper, because those are the only ones that are going to be targetable.
Or you could bottomless, or if you bottomless, they're cheeking or something.
Yeah. And then the X1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, because side decking Cyber Dragons is going to become really big.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about gadgets. Why do you play it?
It's consistent. The deck is a constant +1. Just summon a gadget, search out another gadget the turn after that, drop your fortress, drop your gear frame, drop your cannon, anything that they can and will. And their floaters are just really good. Playing Veilers, Spirit Reapers, Tragodia, Gores, and then Big Papa BLS. There's no point in not playing it. Then the deck hasn't been hurt by the ban list hardly at all.
It's just been hurt by Thunder King being played at threes.
Yeah. Thunder King touches this deck so hard.
All right, well, thanks, Brandon. So good luck at regionals this upcoming week.
Yep, and then give or take how long and how well it does, I might consider playing this at
YCS.
Track.
Oh yeah. All right. For now, let's peace out. This guy, his name's Brandon Collins. He top 16'd at the March 2012 regionals in Seattle, and his channel is Starlight Overdrive? Yu-Gi-Oh! Overdrive, okay. So go sub to him. I'll leave a link. All right, peace.
See ya.